We're just going to bring you these live and exclusive pictures here from inside the presidential palace. What you are looking at right now is Taliban fighters inside the presidential palace. This is these pictures exclusive on Al Jazeera. We've been watching them for a few moments now, milling around the lush environs of the presidential palace. We're not sure if they're making an announcement yet, but the camera has been trailing those fighters as they make their way through the halls of the Afghan presidential palace. Wandering up through the building, decked out in its finery. Of course, this after the Afghan president fled the capital. That's them taking their way through the marbled halls of the presidential palace, showing that's it's one of our Arabic colleagues who is basically showing, doing a quick show and tell around the presidential palace, where of course many Taliban fighters are accompanying him, with weapons slung over their arms. A very grand building, a building, of course, that played host to many dignitaries, and, of course, where the Afghan president was the one-time ruler of the lands. Now, I'm not entirely sure which desk they are sitting behind, but there it's almost like a family photo shot of the Taliban fighters sitting behind a very grand desk. The desk of, we assume that is the desk of the Afghan president. A fairly stunning turnaround of events in Kabul. You started the day certainly with the news that the Taliban fighters were surrounding the city. Now they're inside the presidential palace.
Absolutely. I mean, this has been a remarkable day of fast-changing events, and it continues into this Sunday evening. Yes, we saw earlier on this Sunday evening, in fact, still images of Taliban fighters inside the palace. Now we have moving images. We also have been seeing images of Taliban fighters outside the palace, posing for selfies with their fellow fighters, etc. So very much this has been a day that, yes, began with the encirclement, the siege of Kabul, pulling the noose tighter, if you like, around the city. The culmination, of course, of weeks.
Are they going to come to Afghanistan or not? Mullah brother is heading the political commission. He's based in Qatar. He might come. I'm not fully aware as to when he's going to come. Amir al-Mominin, Sheikh Hibatullah Akhundzadeh, is in Afghanistan. His deputies, Mullah Yaqub, Mullah Mahbas, they are also in Afghanistan. When the security is fully ensured, then they will also come.
Negotiating in Doha in Qatar, asking where they are. Will they be coming back to Afghanistan? And the response there was that once the security is fully assured, then those Taliban officials who have been doing the negotiating over several weeks and months, they will be coming back to Afghanistan. I'm just waiting to get more of a sense from our translators as to what's happening. For viewers just joining us now, you're watching live pictures from inside the Afghan presidential palace in Kabul. Remarkable scenes, really. We had a handover earlier from a palace official who was in a Western suit and shorter hair. He was handing over the palace to the Taliban, who are speaking exclusively with Al Jazeera right now. Just trying to sort out another translation for you.
These provinces, and that's one of the images you look out for as an indication of, yes, okay, the Taliban will often exaggerate their claims of what they have achieved, but that is one of the telling indicators of when they have somebody with a large weapon sitting behind a grand desk in what was the former governor's office. So they're very good at that, and this is, I guess, this is their ace card. That we've seen all of the governor's offices. Now this seems to be the president's office. So again, they're very good at uploading these images, at promoting these images.
Back in with Rob McBride. He's live for us from Kabul, from the Bureau. Rob, these pictures are fairly astonishing, given the situation.
American Special Forces arrived on the ground in Afghanistan, and just one reaction, wow. I mean, to see the Taliban, and these are actually fighting Taliban, they're not Taliban leadership, these are Taliban fighters, they're in the presidential palace.